This is Anna Hackman from Green Sisterhood. I'm here with Karen Lee from Green Sisterhood. We had some Google technical issues as always. Like I've always said, it's always Google permitting. So we today have a great guest. What was that? That ding.
That's me.
That's you. We have Amity Hooks. Okay, Amity, I give up.
It's okay.
I give
Hook
up.
Sopko. It's not easy. Hook Sopko.
Okay. Whatever she said. She's the editor of Green Child Magazine and Green Gifts Guide. Wait, Green Gifts Guide. God, I am having a bad day today.
No, you got it great.
Wow. So today we're going to talk about green gifts because we've got graduations coming up. We have 4th of July, Father's Day. Oh, who cares about Father's Day? Only Mother's Day matters. Couple housekeeping items. Hey, Karen, I brought props.
Uh-oh, I'm afraid.
Uh-oh. I didn't. No, I still have the other prop too. See? Sanitary napkin.
Okay.
Okay. Well, okay, so this is the prop. Housekeeping rules. For all of you who are watching us live, it would be great if you share on Facebook or Twitter that we're a live interview with Amity, whatever her last name is.
Oh,
and
come on.
and let everybody know that you're watching, and if they can't see it live, that we will have it broadcasted by video through YouTube on the site. So we're going to get right into the questions, so make sure you give us some love before. We love. So, Amity, okay, you're on.
Okay,
So I'm going to put you
thank
up.
you.
Let's talk about Father's Day. I know we have to.
Right.
You know, we have to give
Right.
them a little love. We don't have to give them a lot of love, but tell us some of the green gift guides that you would give. You know, your dad, your grandfather. Tell us some of the things that you have. I know you have props.
Okay, sure. I do have a few things mixed in here and there. So one of the things I always think about when we're talking about green gifts for anyone, and just if you'll notice, sometimes it feels harder than it is to give a green gift, or you'll do a Google search and you come back with things you're like, well, he would never in a million years want an aquarium made out of things that are really upcycled or really random things that women, because you can do like fair trade jewelry and things like that. But for men, it's a little
Tricky.
come up with something that an item that's green gift type of thing, an eco-friendly or sustainable thing. So for to experience gifts, and it's something that, it's something that's never going to get stuck in the back of the basement. It's something he can experience. He can do with a family if that's one of his things, even better.
Amity, you are cutting in and out a lot.
Okay.
So what I would just do, just for the sake of our listeners, is just make sure everything on your cam is totally closed down. Everything on your computer is totally closed down. If you can just do 5 seconds of that.
Yeah, I don't
Your
have
browsers,
much open,
all your browsers are closed.
All your browsers
yeah.
closed.
Okay,
Word to
this
the
one.
wise about G+. It is like a teenager. It doesn't take much to upset it. So always close all your browsers, close everything, your drawers, your closets. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just close everything.
I know when we work on the magazine, and we'll be in, a hangout, just a private, not an on-air. And like, I can't get to the link because we're using up so much space. So we turn it to just, just audio sometimes. Is that any better?
Yes. You were like, it was like you were like, the thing about the gift. So just quickly go back and start giving us some ideas for Father's Day's gifts.
Okay, so something to think about is just, what does he enjoy? What does your dad or your husband that your kids are going to be buying for, what does he like to do? So if he is a sports type of guy, then think about, is he a spectator of sports or is he a participant? So if he's a participant, then maybe he wants a golf package or, this wouldn't be an experience gift, but he needs something to go along with his, golf tees, golf clubs, golf, whatever that goes along with it. If there's a way that you can green those items or get them secondhand, there are a lot of stores that offer used versions of those, and that's something that you can consider, or golf lessons. Anything that gets him out, like if it's rock climbing, if it's something really active, just experience gifts, things like that. And if he's more of a spectator type, then, summer is a great time to get the family together to go to baseball games, major league, minor league, whatever it is, and the whole family is kind of able to spend time together. Or, for some reason he doesn't want to spend time with the family, then he could take a friend to something like that. Or even if there's a big event coming up later on in the year, you get him tickets for it now. Or if he's not into sports, if he's into music, so his favorite, type of band or group that he likes to watch. Just different things that kind of get you thinking, out of the box, and not a necktie, and not a gift card to, the same old place you got him last year. Unless, he really loves home improvement and you're going to get him something for Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those type of stores. But I just like to kind of think outside the box and really think of something that's going to get him up and about and having fun, especially in the summer, since Father's Day happens in the summer and most men are happy to be outside during that time.
So what are your favorite items that you got your dad that were green?
Well, like growing up, I don't know, he was always into building things, so we always got him, there was always some type of tool that he needed, but he wasn't the type of person that would want a second-hand tool, because he takes meticulous care of everything, and everything gets highly organized and returned to its original package. So I don't know that we necessarily did that much, green gifts whenever we grew up, but there was always something that he would take joy in using, and he could build something or create something or make something long-lasting for us,
Okay, well, let's move on. We've got, actually,
Sure.
Karen has a graduation. She just got up. She has a graduation happening on Thursday, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, congratulations, Karen.
Yes.
And what kind of gifts? Like, let's start girls and boys. Let's do girls. Like, the high school senior that's going off to college, or maybe even the college grad.
Right,
Let's do
right.
the girl one first. Give us some ideas of ideas for
Okay.
green gifts.
I think this is something that I have a cousin who just graduated from high school this year too, and we were talking about this. And of course, money. I mean, money is just an easy one to give, and it's also, they're starting out on their own, and that's something they're going to need, whether they're high school or college. So you can also get into some like sentimental gifts. If you think about, someone you were close to when they were a child, and you think of something that they love. This cousin of mine has really grown up with the Harry Potter series, and we were talking about finding some of the first printed versions of the books, which are, rare. They're hard to find. So I was thinking about what a nice gift something like that would make, that it may be one of those things you find on eBay or something, and sometimes those things are expensive, and sometimes you can find out of print books or something along those lines that are really what's the word, a sentimental type of gift. But there's another trend with young people. This might relate more to college age kids or college age grads, where they're really putting less of an emphasis on stuff and more emphasis on experiences. So there are all these sites out there like Rent the Runway, and you could get gift certificates toward these type of things, where they can have these. For a girl, it's a Cinderella moment of wearing something beautiful, and for a guy, maybe it's a renting some kind of fancy car, something like that. And so I think this generation has kind of seen what we've done, and maybe even older than us have done in our stuff, our consumerism mindset, and then they've also seen, home ownership is not the same that it used to be. So I think they've kind of turned all of these things on its ear, and they're not really as much of a stuff culture as the generation before. And so I think you'll see more interest in experiences there as well. And then, of course, there's always the tech side of it. I know we were talking about a couple of props. So anything that makes their tech maybe more green, like this is an iPhone case from Pong. And what they actually do, it's on my dirty phone here. What it actually does is help I wish I knew the technology that allows it to do this, but it pulls the radiation, like the EMF, away to the back. So it's not
Oh,
like
wow.
maybe you're not going to get a brain tumor from using your phone right up to your head. So there are things like that, and then iPhone cases that do the same. I mean, iPad, sorry, tablet device cases that help reduce the amount of EMF and radiation that's going right into your lap or wherever it is that you use them. So I think items. Kids are going to have technology. That's just the way it is, and we all do too. So items you can get that maybe make that a little more safe or a little more green in some fashion are also a good idea for that age kids.
I just wanted to interrupt real quick about Rent the Runway. People may not know what that is.
Okay.
And actually, Rent the Runway is a place where you can rent beautiful dresses. I actually did that for my son's bar mitzvah. And
Nice.
yeah, I know, that's guts. Let me tell you, that is
Yeah.
guts because the dress shows up like 3 days before your event, and you better hope and pray that thing fits. So,
I love it.
you're like, I was like using the sticky tape everywhere because, so, yeah, so it is very cool because you can get like the most gorgeous dress for like $100, and like you said, look like a princess, which is a great idea for a grad. We were just talking, Karen, about your daughter graduating, and so about green gifts, and so tell us a little bit about. Let's see, who else do we have gift? We have brides coming up.
Right.
What about brides?
Right. I think for this one always depends on how well you know the couple because you're having to try to please two people with a gift instead of one, and so sometimes if maybe the groom, it's a little harder to know what the bride's taste is going to be like. And in that case, I know may not always be the greenest thing, but if it keeps them from having to return things that they didn't want, I say go with the registry a lot because these are towels they've picked out that go with their home or whatever it is that they've dishes and things that they've decided on. But when it's someone well, or especially a family member, I always think it's nice to was there some grandmother's china that you can pass down to the couple, or was there a piece of furniture that's beautiful that will go in any type of home that's an antique or something along those lines that has a lot of family meaning or something. And then otherwise, I don't know if we're going to get onto hostess gifts also, but there are some things like cloth napkins, which are beautiful and also reusable, and you can buy them on organic fabrics, or even if you don't, it's still, you're really lessening the impact of the world of using tons of paper towels or napkins. And then also, I've gotten addicted to these glass straws. And I just think they're a fun, like, unique wedding gift. They also make like a nice party gift. And we've been using those glass straws. I have little kids, and they use them for their smoothies every morning. It's over 2 years now, and we haven't broken one yet. And those are from Glass Dharma, but I know the Canadian company, oh my goodness, B. Strawsome, or Strawsome, I believe it
Yes.
is. They also make them as well, and we have a couple samples of those. We just haven't had those as long.
I
as
like
the
that.
Glass
I like the
Dharma.
idea that you brought up that as a wedding gift. Not a wedding gift, but like a wedding, like when people leave, is like something
Yes.
instead of like, something that nobody really wants.
Oh yes. Yeah, like a favor or
hmm
something along those lines.
hmm
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah.
have 4th of July coming up. So like, what do you bring besides, let's say the hostess says, please don't bring food, which is kind of
Right.
like me. Don't bring food. I'm going to have enough.
Because I'll have enough. Uh-huh.
Or then they don't know what to buy. So
Right.
believe me, I've gotten more stuff, more plastic stuff than I can,
Yes.
not want forever,
Right.
like I
Right.
don't have a registry at Home Goods that says buy this and don't buy that. So so what kind of great besides cloth now, I love the cloth napkins. That's
Right.
always a great gift.
Yeah. I think things like that. Someone gave us once for some type of outdoor event. Now they were no, they were stainless. Some stainless, really durable type of cups, and I ended up using them for the kids. And I thought that was a nice gift because, yeah, lots of people bring a lot of plastic type things. And then I also think, if you just who's gonna, even if you don't have it at that party, and if it's adults, like who's gonna turn down a bottle of organic wine or something, like that, or some of the nicer, beverages that they have at Trader Joe's or the liquor section at Whole Foods, and not to turn it into like something that has to be alcohol, but I just think consumables, if they say don't bring food, at some point you'll probably end up being able to drink the wine, even if it's not when the party guests are there, if it's for you. So, something along those lines, or I know there are a lot of little, on the fair trade sites, there are a lot of little napkin rings. So whether you did or did not get cloth napkins for them, there's some beautiful like woven or upcycled things that they make cloth napkin rings out of. And so I just think there are, if you look and you get creative, you can really just even go to sometimes Goodwill and find things that will make nice, a nice hostess gift for depending on the occasion. And another thing I think that you would still, if there are kids involved at that party, and generally, there are things for kids to do, but even if you just show up with a couple of little that you handwrite or, on recycled paper, or if you print them out, a scavenger hunt, just something that keeps the kids busy and maybe can take the pressure off some of the moms or, some of the dads that want to be there and enjoy themselves. And if you can just say, well, for a half an hour, I'll just be the one that takes over the kids and we'll do this exciting nature scavenger hunt. And then you're also getting the kids, to kind of fall in love with nature while you're there too.
Has Karen, didn't you do a post on popsicle, making popsicle molds?
Popsicle recipes.
Yeah, hold on one second. Put you up, Karen.
Steel molds that I think I posted about 5 or 6 different types of recipes. I mean, making popsicles is no brainer. You basically choose the fruits that you like and you mix them up with, either simple syrup or if you can have dairy, you can use cream to make ice cream with it. But I think those are really great, party, something like an outdoor party presents for hosts. That's a great idea, and they're not that expensive, and there's all different kinds. I also like the idea of looking into stainless steel ice cube makers. Those old-fashioned ice cube makers that you. I need to buy a set this year, but
are the old ones are the old ones aluminum though?
No, they have stainless steel ones now.
They have stainless steel now, but I think the old ones, yeah.
Yeah, a long time ago they were made with aluminum, but I know most people have plastic ones now. So.
But that's something that someone probably wouldn't buy themselves.
Exactly.
So like a cool gift, like even if you had like even ice cubes already made up or have, that's just kind of a cool thing, or little plants in them or something, or little herbs, or just something that, no one would want it, because I know every time I say I'm going to buy one, my husband goes, it's too expensive.
But they last forever and they're safer.
If you come into my house, I'll
have a party.
I want
fly up from wherever she is, and she'll bring you the
party at my house. Bring the wine, Amity.
Bring the organic wine.
you bring the ice cubes. I'd be like, yeah.
But we actually have a large selection of fair trade coffees, so that's something I've been giving out lately is like fair trade coffees and teas, because I buy them wherever I am, and then I end up with way more than we can ever use. Another thing I thought was a neat, I'm going to get one because I need it, is like a stainless steel tea steeper, I guess. You can put it in the boiling water, because if you have loose leaf teas.
I have that.
You do? Yes. Okay, I don't have one like that. And then I was thinking that's probably a nice kind of gadget, and it's healthy, you reuse it over and over, so.
Right.
The other idea that I like for 4th of July now that you mentioned is bug repellent, like almost like a citronella candles for outdoors, because I can't find one locally that's safe. So I think to give people an idea that you can have bug repellent outdoor candles that people can use that are safe for them. It's just another opportunity to educate them about the dangers of those types of outdoor candles.
And come to another idea too, because I had to share my if anything is catastrophe has happened, it's happened to me in the last 2 weeks. I swear. We hit a deer on the highway.
Oh.
Okay, how many people hit a deer on a highway?
I think they have gadgets, that you can attach to your car. We were talking about kids graduating, gifts. That might be a good gift because I don't think kids will be quick
deer?
to. Well, I think
repelling deer, sure.
Yeah, no, but I think kids are not as quick to react to situations like that because most of them are new drivers, right?
Right.
So I think that might be a good idea, and also maybe elderly fathers who are not really quick to react.
So
to situations
Karen,
like
what is that? What would that? Do you know what that is? What it's
they
called?
have I forget the exact title, but it goes on the front of your car, and you attach to it, and then it sends out these high-pitched signals, I guess, that only deers can hear, and they
Really?
just stay away from your vehicle.
And another, okay, and that was catastrophe.
You need a few.
I need a few. That was catastrophe number one. Catastrophe number two is I had a dog tick on me the other day.
Dog tick. That's not as dangerous Lyme, I don't think.
No, well, actually, it's like I've already had Lyme, but come on, it's like these things come in three. So maybe aren't there some sprays out there that you could use that help repel ticks, like with rosemary oil? Do you know anything like that, Amity or Karen?
For humans?
Humans, yes. No, for
Anna.
For Anna. Just for Anna.
Just for Anna.
I do mix up one from an essential oil. It's an essential oil blend, but it's called Purification, and I can't actually remember which oils are in it now, but it does, and I mix it with water. Actually, I keep like old glass Aveda spray bottles, and I keep essential oils in them, and I just spray them around the room as air freshener, and they have them as,
I think, as far as a pest repellent or tick repellent, I know for pets, I think they use tea tree oil. Right? Or
it's not rosemary?
For dogs, but I know you don't use tea tree oil on cats.
Right. For dogs, I think you could use tea tree oil.
Is it rosemary or eucalyptus?
That's what I was thinking too. Rosemary, any of those three strong smelling essential oils, I think is probably good. So you should just dab some on yourself and just be a human guinea pig, Anna.
No. I should just shower with it.
Then you can bottle it and sell it as gifts.
Let's just get right to the point. Let me just And the tick was like right here, and I was going to a party at a hotel, and then like all the servers were trying to take the tick out of me, squeezing it, pulling it with the tweezers. I was like, you can't even see, it's not, I don't know if you can see, I don't know, just Google, but I had this like big gash, over my dog tick. I'm like, geez, what'd I do for weeding? So, it's been, it's coming, and then,
that
there
would
was
be a good present for a gardener.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's on my to-do. Anybody coming to my party, please bring me tick repellent, natural tick. And the ice cubes. I want the ice cubes.
Definitely the ice cubes.
So, Amity, what else do you have in that little bag?
I know. Well, I wanted to show you this. So this is a fun thing that we got before holiday last year. It's by Gift It Green, and I believe it's giftitgreen.com. So it's a fabric box, and then and I'm hoping I'm holding up high enough. So you tie the bow whenever you've got it wrapped. So I'm unwrapping it now. And it's got a little Velcro thing here, and then opens out. And here, and they're not all orange, they're all different colors. They're holiday patterns.
So pretty.
It's really pretty. And then there's also a flap in there. So you don't need tissue paper or anything. You can just, they come in 3 or 4 sizes. And like this one's great for like a DVD or, some small gifts. And you can just fold that over it. And then it's really easy to, wrap it back up and then just tie the bow.
That's a present in itself.
I know.
See, that's the problem with the beautiful gift presents.
Wrapping.
You don't want to get rid of them.
I know.
I couldn't part with that.
I have some of those wraps from I don't have them up here right now, from Chewing the Cud. She's this beautiful designer. She makes these gorgeous prints, and they usually have a meaning behind them too. Like there's like a theme to them. And I have a very hard time giving them away at Christmas or like I
Well,
love it, but
Are they like furoshiki wraps?
yes,
Those
yeah, they're
cloth
furoshiki.
wraps?
Yes, they're yeah. Hmm.
so, Amity, this has been really great, giving us a whole bunch of ideas. I love the idea of thinking outside the box and the fact you talked about sentimental gifts. I love that, an antique for a wedding or a piece of furniture or jewelry or anything that's really sentimental because you can't replace those feelings when you buying something new. It's not the same thing. So
Right,
I love those thinking outside the box things. It makes it really different than, oh, go buy this, go buy that, go do this, go. I love
right.
this. This was great. So what we're going to do, everybody who's listening and watching, we're going to put this, I'm going to render the video through YouTube, put it back on the website so you can watch again with a couple notes below, telling you about, some ideas that Amity came up with, but I want you to watch the video again. And I'm going to give a little shameless plug to Amity. Amity, tell us a little bit about your, about Green Child Magazine. I'm going to put you back up on screen.
Okay,
Give us,
sure.
you can get your 1 minute shameless plug. Go.
Okay. Can you hear me? It says it's muted my mic. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
We can hear
Okay,
you.
that's so it sounds like you're typing, so we muted your mic. Okay, so Green Child Magazine has actually been around for going on 3 years now, and I took over about a year and a half ago as the editor, and it's just a parenting resource for all type of things for healthy recipes, parenting advice, not always attachment parenting, but a lot of attachment parenting. So breastfeeding, baby wearing. We dabble into cloth diapers and all the way up to, raising older kids too, and maybe like how to, you know, raise them healthy and green and less toxins in the products that you use. And parenting books. We just kind of go through lots of different things, and we feature some great contributors, like most of you have contributed either to the website or to the magazine. And we're actually just now in Apple's newsstand. Last month we just launched an app that got us available on iPad. So you're able to view the magazine through Issue on pretty much any type of mobile device, but now you can actually subscribe, so you get it every month on your iPad, and it's doing really well. We've held Apple's #1 in new and noteworthy category, or in the parenting and family category, for the last, I think, 2 weeks.
That's great.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
and a shout out to Amanda, who does an amazing, amazing graphic job.
Yeah, you just can't beat Amanda Hearn. She's
No.
also at the Eco-Friendly Family, and she does the design for another magazine called Sacred Pregnancy, and she does the magazine for Green Child, and also another publication that we're kind of trying to get off the ground called Kaya Magazine, which is kind of a grown-up version, Green Living. Sometimes we call it like the green version of Cosmo, but it's not that out there. So she's just amazing. Yeah, she can really, I don't know
Oh,
how she does it.
She's
She
all
doesn't
over
sleep.
that.
She
I
doesn't
Yeah,
know she has
sleep.
3 kids, and somehow she gets more done. I say,
beautiful
we should
job.
do this, and she's like, oh, you mean like this? And it's done. So I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
that's
she's
great.
like Alicia. They're cut from the same cloth.
Yes, yeah,
Amity,
Alicia is that way. Yeah,
Amity, it was a pleasure for
thank you
you.
so much.
Really appreciate you coming on and giving us some tips.
Yeah.
Next week on our show is Kathy from Safe Mama, and we're going to be talking about safe sunscreens. And let me tell you, Kathy knows it. I mean, she is my guru when it comes to sunscreen. So please check in with us at 2 o'clock Eastern time. Same place, Google permitting. It's going to be our slogan now, Karen, Google permitting. And it'll be on the website live. And we would love, again, to give us some love and give some comments. And we'll give you notice of it probably tomorrow, Thursday, about that upcoming interview. And following that, we have another great person, Amy Valpone. She's going to be talking about healthy treats the following week. And then we got more and more coming up. Great, great green content. So please subscribe to our newsletter and our YouTube channel, and keep in touch.
Thanks, Amity.
Thank you. You guys are doing a great job. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Oh,
It's
thanks for coming on.
Yeah, glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a